The latency wars in live broadcast translation are heating up, and the gap between consumer translation toys and hardcore professional infrastructure has never been wider. At the NAB Show 2026, ENCO just dropped enSpeak, a real-time synthetic voice translation engine specifically engineered for live television. With zero-latency processing and incredibly natural cadences, this tech isn't just a neat trick for secondary audio channels. It is a direct existential threat to traditional simultaneous interpreting booths in both broadcast and corporate arenas. You are tapped into the pulse of the language industry at locanuku.com, localization news you can use. While physical voice acting is cementing its moat, synthetic voice is orchestrating an aggressive land grab in the broadcast space. I'm looking at what ENCO just unveiled at the NAB Show 2026. They dropped a real-time voice translation technology called enSpeak. And this is where we have to drastically separate consumer toys from hardcore professional infrastructure. We've all used those mobile apps that translate spoken Spanish to English on a 5-second delay, and they sound terrible, like a 1990s GPS system reading a textbook. But enSpeak is entirely different. It is built specifically for secondary audio program channels, those SAP channels you toggle on your television during live broadcast events. It takes a live audio feed, translates it, and converts it into expressive synthetic speech with virtually zero latency. Latency is the critical engineering hurdle here. If you are integrating into a professional AV captioning workflow for a live 24-hour news network, milliseconds matter. If the synthetic voice is lagging behind the video feed of a breaking news event, the broadcast is basically unwatchable. ENCO is proving that the latency problem is essentially solved at an enterprise level, which poses a massive threat or opportunity, depending on where you sit, to traditional simultaneous interpreting. If you run a massive broadcast network staffing human simultaneous interpreters in soundproof booths, for every potential breaking news language pair is just a logistical and expensive nightmare. You are paying exorbitant day rates just for readiness, even if nothing happens in the world that day. With enSpeak, the network effectively installs an automated, always-on interpreting engine that scales infinitely and switches languages instantly. And if this is hitting live television right now, the corporate applications are terrifyingly close. Look at the friction of internal corporate communications. If you are a Fortune 500 company holding a global all-hands town hall, you currently hire a fleet of interpreters, manage complex audio routing to 20 regional offices, and pray the tech holds up. If enSpeak can handle live broadcast news, how long until the corporate interpreter booth disappears entirely? Soon, the CEO's audio will just route through a real-time synthetic engine directly to the employee's headset in their native language. We are actively standing on the precipice of that shift. Historically, the only thing holding it back was the robotic cadence of the output. But once the expressive nature of the synthetic voice reaches a threshold of natural human inflection, which these new models are achieving, corporate procurement departments will look at the cost differential and eliminate the human interpreting budget overnight. The friction of scheduling humans is simply too high when an API can do it instantly. The timeline for fully automated corporate interpreting is shrinking fast. Keep your ear to the ground and your strategy sharp by visiting us at locanuku.com.